Twitter announces it will meddle in 2022 midterm elections. I'm so sick of Twitter. These people are despicable. Who are them to meddle? Who are them to censor what people say? I mean, people are allowed to think what they want to think, or feel what they want to feel, say what they want to say, but Twitter don't think you have that. You have that right, so they're gonna censor what you say. I can't stand Twitter, even though I am on Twitter and I'm very active, a lot more active than what I used to be. I used to not deal with Twitter, but now I'm on Twitter quite a bit. So follow me on Twitter, JJ the Psychotherapist. But before we get started, go ahead, hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. And there's also a link to my Twitter, so check that out. All right, let's talk about this news. Twitter announced on Thursday that it will be meddling in the 2022 midterm elections. It's despicable. But they say, quote, today we're announcing steps we're taking ahead of the U.S. midterms to protect civic conversation on Twitter, the social media company said. You see this Orwellian speak? They said they want to protect civic conversation. So they're protecting your conversation by censoring it. Like, these people are you see how they do with these word games? But Twitter said it will censor people we all know they're conservatives who have, quote, false information about the outcome of the election. How is Twitter the moral authority on who wins an election? That doesn't come from them. A dummy sitting at Twitter headquarters decides who wins an election and censors anyone who challenges the outcome. That's so un-American. That is so un-American. But quote, the civic integrity policy covers the most common types of harmful, misleading information about elections and civic events, such as claims about how to participate in the civic process, like how to vote, misleading content intended to intimidate or dissuade people from participating in the election, and misleading claims intended to undermine public confidence in an election, including false information about the outcome of the election, Twitter said. Twitter also admitted it will shadow ban conservative content they don't like. I mean, they're already doing this. But quote, tweets with this content may be labeled with links to credible information or helpful context, and Twitter will not recommend or amplify this content in areas of the product where Twitter makes recommendations. People on Twitter will see a prompt prior to liking or sharing labeled tweets, and in cases where there's potential for harm associated with the false or misleading claim, the tweet may not be liked or shared to prevent the spread of misleading information, the social media company said. It's no secret that Twitter censors and shadow bans conservatives. A 2019 study at Quillette by Professor Richard Hanea at Columbia University found that Twitter censors conservative over liberals 21 to 1 ratio. That is crazy. That's why I can't stand Twitter, even though I use it, but it's not the commons that they make it out to be. If you conservative or have any type of conservative view, you best believe you're going to be shadow banned. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out democrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.